Three, two, one. Here we go. What up, everybody? This is your guy, the humble warrior Eli. Here with my guy Jizzy again. Once again, we are here.
What's up? What's up?
Tonight's topic: personality versus character. Now, this topic is very deep, of course, and this just came about. So I'm ready to get started. How about you, bro?
Yeah. I'm curious to see what was the concept behind what you was thinking about? Like how did it even like come into creation? Like what was the whole concept behind it?
So I've been praying about a topic for podcasts. But not only that, man, I've been going through it too. Like I've been going through personality and character,
Mm,
and I always talk about character all the time, like in all my podcasts, the people individually. Like I always talk about character. I'm real big on character, but it just happened to hit me uh, a few weeks ago, and I was going through a job search. That's when it hit. The
mm-hmm,
personality hit. I was looking more into customer service,
mm-hmm.
and like that's a big pill. I ain't gonna lie.
All right.
That's a huge pill. So I'm sitting there, I'm trying to take all the info in, I'm just trying to work on my personality a
Mm-hmm.
lot, talking to people and just really being mindful of what I'm doing as work related, work wise.
Yeah.
And I was being tested. That's how it started. It was always I was being tested. I'm just sitting here like, man, is this for me? Like, is this a test or is this for me? Like, what's going on? Like, I need answers ASAP. I'm sitting up here, I'm praying, I'm asking God, and it's like I'm just frustrated at this point, bro. I'm frustrated to the point where, like, I don't know if I should be in this position or not.
Mm.
So, for some reason, I talked to my mentor the other day, and she was discussing with me personality. A lot of time God tests not just your character, but your personality. He wants to see if you're strong enough or if you're ready. And a lot of times you're not ready. A lot of times you're not ready to take that test on. Me, like for years on years, like I always felt tests in school or
Mm.
just in life general. I was a big test failure. I'm not gonna lie about that.
All right.
And the fact that I went through what I went through a few weeks ago, and for her to bring that up, I said, man, I think this is a test right here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just sitting here like, all right, you know what? I think this time I'm gonna go forward and I'm actually gonna try and pass this test. Because maybe if I pass this test, this just might this just might open up a door for me.
Mm-hmm.
So from there, I say, you know what, I got this. So now I'm going through it, and all of a sudden, boom, it just hit me. Like personality. So right now, I'm in that season where I'm working on my personality. I'm in a season where I'm working on things inside of me first in order to advance to the next level.
All right.
And that's just my way of saying it. Personality versus character. That means so now we here, bro. What I mean? We here now, so it's definitely not to talk about because I feel like a lot of people they go through life trying to figure out their character or they're asking God to build and give them strength. And your character is the most important thing when you ask God for strength.
Yeah.
But He also wants you to also work on your personality. Like a lot of times you may go through small situations where, like, it could be anything, a relationship, it could be people you come across, it could be whatever it is. But a lot of times your personality is exposed.
Yo, bro. I don't mean to interrupt you at all. Like
Yeah.
let me get right back to you. I gotta step out for a second, like use the bathroom.
Go ahead, take your time,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, 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 yeah. I don't mean to even interrupt you. Hold on real fast.
Are you good? Go ahead. Take your time. Just gonna pause for a second, everybody. until my God get back. But yeah, it's gonna be a great topic tonight. I could feel it. I could definitely feel the energy of this topic, personality versus character. I do feel like personality and character is a strong situation to be in, especially when you're trying to focus on your character, but a lot of times you're exposed by your personality. Like your personality is exposing you. A lot of times you may see signs of yourself, of things that other people may say, "Hey, what you're saying wasn't cool," or how you put that situation was kind of wrong, or a lot of times you're just being tested. A lot of times it's a test, and I have been going through that. So for me to want to talk about this topic, it should be a really deep topic. So I can't wait to get into it with my guy Jizzy. So whenever he gets back, we'll go ahead and pursue that. Put down a certain amount though.
You get, yeah, there we go. All right.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. I just wanted to had to step out. Like I ain't even like I had to press my way here today. I ain't even like feeling well. That's why we had to start a little bit later. So yeah, I'm gonna try to press through to at least stay on for you like at least a half to 40 minutes, something like that. Like just to tap in with you and all that. But yeah, like had to use the restroom. I ain't even been feeling well this whole day. It's like I don't know what's been going on out here.
Nah, you good, bro. Definitely
Yeah,
good, man. Definitely want to make sure you get better for sure.
yeah.
Definitely gonna keep you in my prayer too.
I appreciate that. Appreciate that. But yeah, I wanted to ask you a question just to
Yeah.
speak on exactly what you've been saying. Like, what is the difference between personality and character? Like, because I'm like this when you mention it and you speaking on it, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, all right, I understand
Mm,
personality traits, and all that type stuff. And
yeah.
I'm like this, and then it's like, okay, I understand characteristics that we have. So
Yeah.
I'm like this. I'm like, what would you say the difference between personality and character is?
Well, for me, for my opinion, personality is more like what you're exposed to in yourself, like with
Okay.
people, like people wise, like, and a lot of times you're exposed with how you treat somebody,
All right.
or what you say out your mouth that they don't like, and they might ask you a question about it, or they might question you about that. So that to me is like personality.
All
It's
right.
like you're being exposed either from someone or from yourself, and a lot of times you see yourself doing things that you're not supposed to be doing. Like a lot of times we say ourselves like, oh man, like that was a wrong move on my end. Maybe I should have took that a different route, or did that in a better way.
Yeah.
And character for me is character defines, and this is my way of saying character. Like it defines when you feel like, or when you don't feel like doing something that day,
Okay. All
but
right.
you already put the mode in to do it before. Like you already say, all right, you know what? I'm gonna get to this today. Like
Okay.
I've been slacking on this. No, I need to push forward because this right here is gonna get me somewhere, or it's gonna help me to where I need to go at, or this right here is important. Like
Okay.
I can't waste time on this.
All right.
So it's like
Okay.
it's like a level of not just maturity, but a level of like just moving forward, like
All
pushing
right.
yourself.
All right. I feel you. I can definitely relate to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm like this. I always looked at it like just thinking about it. I'm like this. I thought characters probably more uh deeper aspect of a person, something like that, compared to like personality. Whereas though okay, like if somebody perceives somebody as an example, somebody perceives somebody as being mean, like, but that's not actually their personality. Their personality is they're laid back, so they don't really talk a lot.
Yeah.
But somebody perceiving it as, oh, they a mean person, when you like, nah, in their character, they actually a good hearted person. Like that's their character.
Yeah.
So it's like they're not mean at all. Like that's not. It's just a so that's how I always looked at it. So I'm like
Yeah.
this, yeah, just looking at it on a whole different aspect of it, like personality versus character, of trying to like how the two things collide and seeing what you're saying about it. But yeah, that's like I always I never even really thought about it in that aspect. Like
Nah.
yeah, on that note.
So I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought it was the same. That's my opinion. I thought it
Mm,
was a same until someone broke it down to me, and they also sent me a sermon
mm,
by I think TD Jake's daughter. She
okay.
did. I think it was last Sunday or something before that she had did. And I ain't listened to it yet,
Mm-hmm.
but I know I read a little bit on it, and it was deep. I'm not gonna lie.
All
And
right.
from what I read, it seemed like it was a powerful sermon. So I definitely want to tap into that either
Okay.
today or tomorrow for sure
That's what's up.
to
Yeah,
prepare
definitely.
for
Yeah,
part two.
shoot me the text of that, John. I definitely
Yeah,
check it out.
yeah. That to me is like deep when you talk about personality versus character, and I never like ever looked at that way before. So for somebody to break that down, that's cool. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Because
All right.
character is something that we all need to tap into, but your personality is very important as well.
Yeah,
And
yeah, for
how you
sure.
carry yourself.
do you feel like it's a more important one? Because in my opinion, I feel like character probably might be slightly important, but then I feel like personality is the outlier. But then it's like this. So that goes back to like, okay, you read in the Bible when it was like this, whatever in a man's heart, so he speaketh. Like you feel what
Yeah,
I'm saying? So it's like this. So it's like, but I feel like the personality is the surface.
yeah,
It's like that. So you could paint the surface however you want to paint the surface, but that got nothing to do with the heart, which I feel like is the character.
mm,
Like what's inside you? What's inside you eventually gonna come out. So it's like this. Which one would you say is more important, or is it not a more important one? As they both balance, where it's like, okay, this personality shines, but your character is flawed, extremely flawed, or your character is extremely intact,
yeah.
but your personality is like lacking and nobody knows. Like, what's your take on it?
Mm. Well, that scripture is powerful. I have read that over
Mm-hmm.
time. A man speaketh, so that's his
Mm-hmm.
heart. And I feel like that's personality because it's like you're speaking from your own person.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're speaking from your own heart. And a lot of times you say good or bad things, like you spoke it. It doesn't matter. Like
Yeah.
you basically it's already inside of you to say.
Yeah.
Like you already said it. So it's like that's how you feel.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where like personality kicks in. Like, damn, like this is when you need to work on your personality. This is when you need to say, you know what? I need to be a better person, but I need to work on certain traits in my personality.
Yeah.
That's scary. A lot of times that's scary because like I know we all have said things to each other like, all right, it was hurtful, it was bad. It was like you think about it again, like, oh man, maybe I should have just came off different,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe I should just been in silence. But
Mm-hmm.
but either way, that's in your heart, regardless of how you said it. That's in your heart, and the fact that you spoke it out of your heart, now that's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Good or bad ways,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's still something to learn. It's still something tricky, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm still learning that as I speak
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. For sure.
because I'm so big on character to the point where like I'm walking in my character, and my character is who I am. My
Mm-hmm. For
character
sure. Yeah.
is what I
Exactly.
do and how I do it.
Mm-hmm.
But if your personality don't match your character, then it's a
Yeah.
mismatch. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
mismatch. It's like
Can
it's
it
like
is that even a thing? Can it be a mismatch?
I'm gonna say yeah. From my
Yeah.
own
All right.
experience, I'm
Okay.
gonna say yeah. It can be a mismatch because it's like the people is seeing what I'm doing is great,
All right. Okay.
but behind closed doors,
Yeah.
my personality is bad.
All right. Okay. All right.
And it could be bad from my relationship
Mm-hmm.
with who I'm with. It can be bad from a family perspective. It could
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
bad from how you treat people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
like,
Okay. All right.
like you could look good in front of the camera and
Yeah.
people in
Yeah.
front of the camera, but you could be bad off the camera.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's a
For
struggle.
sure.
You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
And you probably have heard like celebrities go through that. I'm pretty sure we all have heard that. I remember the first time I ever uh, encountered that from a person point of view was Michael Jordan's sister,
Okay.
like the basketball player. I actually
Yeah.
met her. Her name is Dolores Jordan,
Mm-hmm.
and it's weird because that's his mother name, but he had a daughter. I mean, not daughter. He had a sister as well, had the same name. So it was kind of threw me off.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
when I met her, it was like she told me a story that changed my whole perspective on Michael Jordan.
Mm.
It was like, man, I thought this dude was like a, a great person off the court.
Yeah. Because
Come
of
to
what he do
find
on the
out,
court. Yeah.
he wasn't who he said he was, which threw me
Yeah.
off. I'm buying his shoes. You know what I mean? It's like, dang. Like, and I know we all go through stuff, but it's like, yo, like what I heard about him from her own testimony, and I talked to her in person about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, that actually brought me to tears because
Oh wow.
like that was some out of pocket stuff. You know what I mean? And this is your people. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But that's when I first encountered that made me realize, you know what? I don't want to be like that. Or
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to have like my my favorite quote is public success but a private failure.
Mm.
I don't want to be that. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure we all been through that, but the fact that we have that maturity mindset now, like I'm not trying to go down that path at all. I'm trying to stay away from that private failure. You
Mm-hmm.
know, the goal is always be a public success and a um a private success.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
I like what you're saying. I like what you're saying. Because
Yeah.
it's like you can't neglect the home.
No.
It's like charity starts first at the home.
No.
So yeah, I'm like this. But yeah, I definitely think you make some valid points when you like, all right, it probably can be a mixed match.
Yeah.
And then but part of me want to believe if it is a mismatch, but then I could be wrong. I don't know all the answers. Like you said, I'm learning as we go on the fly.
Yeah.
Is somebody kind of like capping, pump faking, where it's like this, like you said, a public success, a private failure, meaning like this. When the lights and the cameras on,
Mm-hmm.
you portray a certain personality and character.
Yeah.
But then when you alter yourself, because God knows the heart,
Yeah.
you something completely different.
You ain't that.
You
You ain't that same. You ain't the
yeah,
same. You ain't the same
you
animal. I want to say. You know,
exactly,
like.
exactly. Where it's like this, where because I feel like if you keeping it real,
Mm,
it is somewhat like you said, they kind of go hand in hand. Like it's some more deeper aspects of one
yeah.
than the other, but they definitely got to go hand in hand. Where it's like because it's kind of like the genetic makeup of a person
Yeah.
on a psychological level, emotional level, all that. Where it's like how the person ticks, what makes this person go, what makes them, what are they motivated by, like all that. Where it's like this, where it's like okay, for characteristic thing, one of my characters, my motivator is love. That's
Mm,
what makes me go.
yeah.
That's what makes me move. Like where you like, yo, he willing to do, and you'll see it in my personality where you
Mm,
start to see like, yeah, if you in a circle, you see his level of loyalty towards you.
yeah.
So you see what I'm saying? Where it's like it kind of goes hand in hand, but it's
Mm,
like I feel like if you cap it on the other hand, you
yeah.
yeah
And that's the
yeah
problem right there. Like, how you gonna say, "Yo, I'm all about love," but then if you don't treat someone with
yeah
love,
exactly. Yeah,
like
it's your show, right?
you basically just messed up your own point of view.
Yeah,
And now
it's
that
your
person gonna
show.
look at you sideways like, hold up, I thought you was a love person,
Yeah, I don't feel no
but
love when I'm
yeah,
around you.
you more of an abuser. Like
Yeah,
you more of an angry man
yeah,
type of
yeah,
love. Like
exactly.
you tripping. I mean, and it's crazy, man. People be like, it ain't about people or it's about people, but it's more so about like what you see, what you
Mm-hmm.
go through, and a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people go through that and they're abused by it.
Okay.
It's like you're abusing your own gift. Like God give you a gift of love,
Mm-hmm.
but you take love for granted. You know what I mean? You may say, I love you or I love my people,
Mm-hmm.
but then you might be using your own people. Like that's not
Exactly.
love. That's
Exactly.
backwards. That's
That don't make sense, right?
yeah, like you want some other type time. That ain't cool. I mean, you know,
Exactly.
it's just like, man,
Exactly.
we gotta work on that personality because that personality, I feel like personality is more important than character.
Okay. All right. All right. Speak on it.
Yeah, I feel like personality is more effective on character because it's very important to get yourself right. It's very important to make sure you're doing the right things
All right.
behind closed doors. So people can give you that and now it's like, yo, he's a great dude. Like me and him talk in person.
Before
Yeah,
before you keep going, before you.
yeah,
I think we say the same thing, but I think we got two
yeah.
different. Because I feel like you speaking on character, but you calling it personality.
Mm,
because I feel like character is definitely behind closed doors.
Yeah,
It's the inside of a person.
yeah,
Characteristic traits. When
yeah,
personality traits is more so an outside thing. It's what's presented. It's the
yeah.
thing that most people can see. Because I was going to ask you a question right after you said that you feel like personality is more important. I was going to say, all right, so what about your personality is you're a easygoing, lovable person in the sense of like you're real charismatic, if you will.
Yeah.
That's a personality. Whereas like when people around you like, man, I have a good time. Like he just like he not to make you smile. He's funny. Like, but then okay, let's put it to the test. You like this. Now we gonna put character to the test. Whereas like this, you made somebody laugh, you out there, they ain't even your friend. Let's say they're not your friend, they just an associate you just seen just now.
Yeah.
They drop $100 bill.
Mm.
You just was having a great time with them because of your personality. They
Yeah.
having a, but then now your character's put in play. They don't see that you see that they drop $100 bill. You can take it.
Mm.
Or be like, hey, yo, you drop that.
Yeah. Mm.
So in their mind, you're a great person because
Yeah.
of the personality. That's on the outside is what's presented.
Yeah.
But the character now is on the inside. It's showing now where it's like this. They dropped their $100 bill. If you take it, they don't know that you took it. You know that you took it, but they don't know that you took it.
Yeah.
And in their mind, you're a great person. They just had a great experience with you. What do you do?
What do you do?
You see what I'm saying? When it's now put to the test, what do you do?
You know what? I actually experienced that last a few weeks ago. I walked into a cleaners.
Okay.
A lady was actually working on some stuff that she was preparing for a wedding.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna lie, she had money laying all around. I'm talking about
snap.
20, $50 bills. I'm just like, am I tripping or something? Like, hold up.
What's she doing?
But you know, like before I seen it, I was presenting her the work that I was assigned to do.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, I look on the ground, I just see money just laying there. I'm talking about like $20 bill, $50 bill, $10 bill. I'm like, yo, like what? I'm like, and I don't know if she's like focused or not on like seeing that. So I said, hey, you got some money on the ground. She's like, oh no, I don't. I'm like, yeah, you do. So I picked every last bit of it up. Now, me, being as though I did that, like, I don't know if that was a test from me or what, but I'm like,
it definitely was a test from you because listen, she even gave you a second opportunity. She said, no, I don't. You could have been like this.
Okay, well, I'm tired. Well, okay.
Well, you know, I guess you know.
Right. And yeah, I could tie my shoe. I could took every last bit. I'm like, I'm not doing that, man.
Yeah.
Nah. So I picked up every last bill of that bill, and I gave it to her, and I counted every last one. I said, here's $110 that you had on the floor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just sitting there like, yeah, I can't believe that. Like if it was somebody else, they would have seen that, picked every last bit up, and walked out. Oh, have a good day.
Yo, you know the crazy part is?
It's crazy.
Characters always put to the test.
Yeah.
When you're at your vulnerable moment.
Yeah.
That's when it's at. Like it ain't put to the test when it's like this. So let's say you've seen this 110, because you just said it earlier. You've seen this 110, and yeah, you got money in savings. You like, it ain't about nothing. I'm like, bitch, you dropped it. It ain't even but now you like, I've been looking for a job. Pockets kind of thin. And she even just told me she ain't dropped no. You don't even know you got this money on the ground that I'm looking right at.
But wait, you know what's crazy? When I gave her that money, and this is no lie, when I gave her that money, I actually only had $10 to my name.
That's when it always put to the test. Because it's like you could go from being like, I got 10 and I got this.
Exactly. But not only that, bro, like the next day I had about $650 in my account from out of nowhere.
That's how it be, man. See what I'm saying?
Money come from? I'm looking like it's a scam or something. But the money actually came from something that was owed to me from another.
You see what I'm saying?
I'm like, all right, cool, bet.
How it be? God working crazy ways. He like, listen, you can test my servant.
Yeah.
On some job type stuff. Like, listen, you want to test somebody? Go ahead. Go and test Eli. He gonna pass that. He like this. Man, he got $10. I guarantee you I can get him to take that money.
But you know
No, he
what?
ain't gonna take that money. I know who he is. I know his heart.
Mm.
I know the heart.
That same week, that same exact week, bro. This is no lie. It's funny how all this come about. That same week, I was watching this season, this episode called the Terminal List.
Okay. All
It's
right.
about a guy named John Reese. No, I'm sorry, James Reese. He was
All right.
a Navy SEAL guy. This guy was way better than John Kelly himself.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, I'm like, okay, this dude is about business. But I remember him talking about the Bible and the story of Job when Job was being tested.
Yeah.
I said, Job, I said, let me tap into my Bible real quick and read what he's talking about.
Yeah.
So I read the scripture, and it's no lie. It's crazy how he talked about that in that episode. In the scripture, it talks about how God and the devil had to meet. Like they had an actual meeting, whatever.
Yeah.
And they had an actual
Have
meeting,
you
whatever.
considered my servant Job?
Yeah, and Job's sitting there like, yo, like, why all this happening to me? But I'm gonna still stay true to God. I'm not going to the devil. And the devil actually tested him. He's like, God said, listen, you can't kill him, but you can test him. When I say Job was thorough, was loyal, like, yo, he said, what? I'm not going to you. You tripping.
Yeah.
And that's when that personality kicked in. Like, yo, you tripping. I'm staying to true to who I self want to stay true to.
Exactly.
I said, okay, this all makes sense now. Like this is all come about. Same week, bro. I lied to you not. Same exact week.
That's crazy.
I couldn't believe it. But that just show you, that's when your personality needs to kick in. Like your personality needs to be on point, because if my personality wasn't on point and it was very low, I took that money. I was now. I'm starving. Sure. I need to eat. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that my personality was on point, the fact that I've been building it up to the point where I can do things without being a negative person.
Mm-hmm.
It's about that. It's about showing your true self, your true colors, your true form. Your true form is from God, not from the world. It's from God.
Yeah.
That's when we all get it twisted, man. A lot of us get it twisted because we think that the world is our true form. It's not. Your true form comes from God. But the question about that is, everyone thinks that they know God because they believe in the universe and the creator, but they don't know him for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, how do you expect to know if you're in your true form of your personality if you don't talk to God?
That's exactly, bro.
That's okay. Makes sense now.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's why our mom and dad put that foundation in us at an early age, because they want us to go to church. Even though we probably seen things in the church where we like, no, what, I'm going to the world. I'm not messing with y'all. Y'all hypocrites. Y'all crazy. Y'all tripping.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all not doing what you're supposed to be doing. But God allow you to see that for a reason. Because he wants to build you up to be the right soldier. He already know they're not who they are. He knows that already. And a lot of times, this always go back to what I talked about with my lady father. We was talking about I am who I am. I am what I am. And a lot of people have that mentality. Like, it don't matter what you say about me or what you do. I am who I am. I am what I am.
Mm-hmm.
It don't even matter. Like, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing regardless. I don't care if God sees it or not.
Exactly.
That's the problem right there. So if you think that you're gonna get away from that, think again, bro. God see everything. It's like a movie with him.
Yeah. Right? He's like this. He know it all, just like he like, listen, I know it. You can't pump fake me. You can pump fake everybody else. You can't pump fake me.
And the fact that when people think that they can pump fake God, that's crazy. That to me is blasphemy.
Yeah.
Like, you actually believe that you can pump fake God?
That's the crazy part. You be like, you crazy, man. You like, hey, you dangerous. I don't know what you thinking about.
But the moment you get into a bad situation, you ready to pray aboard him.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, God, I need you right now. I can't do this. Nah, you good. You said you don't need me, and you use me as bait. Now I'm gonna show you how much you're gonna really need me.
Mm-hmm.
So now you sick. Now you going through hell. Now you going through what you call hell. You don't
I'm
even believe in what you believe in. You know what I mean?
I'm just glad he showed me eventually, like made himself real to me to the point that it's like, yeah, I'm like, it don't matter about money, no, none of that. I'm talking about like, nah, as real as man you speaking, as real as I know that he is, where I'm like, nah. I remember the situation. I remember going through it. And I remember the only reason of getting out of it, or the only reason of staying sane through it, the only reason of finding comfort through it, finding healing through it, everything. I'm like, nah, nobody could ever convince me otherwise. I'm like, yeah, I'm not really. Respectfully, I'm cool. You can do whatever you gonna do, but I know the truth for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all about, bro. It's always about knowing who you are
Mm-hmm.
to God. If you don't know who you are from God, then you're going to struggle with that. You're going to go through that. And don't get me wrong. There's a lot of great people who don't know God, or they may know that God exists,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't know how to put that relationship with Him. But they're great people, great
Yeah.
personalities. So now it's our job to get them to the promised land, to where the point
Mm-hmm.
where they're building that relationship with God.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Show them what it's all about. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
And that's when your personality kicks in. That's when you start to show them, like, hey, if you follow me and see what I do and how I live my life with God in it,
Mm-hmm.
you do the same thing. Because you
Exactly.
already there. Like
Exactly.
they already there.
Exactly.
It's just all about laying that foundation down. And for me, that was a problem before. Like I was good for people, but my personality sucked.
Mm.
And that's something that I had to work on over time.
Yeah.
And now that I am where I'm at now, it does. It's sometimes a little guilt there. I'm not gonna lie, it's like a little guilt there because it's like, damn, I wish I could have helped those people now,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
but
Yeah. Yeah.
I couldn't because I was weak. I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't who I was. I was more so going through my situations that was affecting my mental,
Yeah.
and that was a problem for me.
Okay.
So I say, you know what? I need to get myself right first. And then if God allows it, maybe if I see those people again, I can lay that foundation down.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all it's about.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Pretty
You
much.
know, if I can't do it, I pray that God sends someone their way that can do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
For
And just
sure.
redeem myself. You know,
Yeah.
it's always about redemption.
Yeah. For sure.
I mean,
That's it. That's exactly what it is. But yeah, man, I always appreciate you inviting me out. Like, wish I could stay longer. We definitely be getting to talking. But
yeah.
but yeah, man, it's always dope. Learning different things, bouncing ideas off each other.
Yes,
And
sir.
yeah, like you already know, like if I'm available, I definitely a stop through, tap in every time.
Yeah. I'm gonna send you that sermon, man, and I want to do a part two on this. I'm not gonna lie, I definitely need to get more information on this for sure
Hmm.
because this is definitely a touchy topic. So I
Yeah,
mean, we're gonna get busy very soon.
yeah, for sure.
Get busy very soon, man. I'm gonna let you know the next availability, but I should be good though. I should definitely be good for another week or two.
All right, bet.
You know what I mean? But other than
Hmm.
that, bro, man, it's good. It's good having you on my podcast, man. You got anything you want to lay down real quick on this topic for someone that may need encouragement? You know, feel free to do so right now.
I guess for somebody out there, I would say just being relatable for me. Just speaking on some of the things that you spoke on. Um, just keep God first in everything that you do, and seek Him. And yeah, character, personality, that stuff starts to work itself out. Whereas like because don't be too hard on yourself. Where You're not gonna be perfect. You can forget about, because if you was gonna be perfect, then there's no need for God. Like you're not gonna be perfect, so don't even walk down that tunnel where it's like I see a lot of people going that pitfall where it's like if they not perfect, then they don't want to do what they called to do. You like, nah, God don't want you to think it's about you. Think it's the gifts that He gave you, and now you forgetting the source. Like you getting caught up in you, where you like this, almost literally on some Lucifer, where you like this. He out there singing. Oh, they keep telling him, "Yo, you sound good. Oh, you sound amazing." Now, eventually, you forget, like, oh, you forget you forget what it's really all about. You like this, oh, like, listen, it ain't me. That's what I appreciate most about me. It ain't me. It's only Him that's working through me. It's only Him. It's only His goodness in me that makes me. Makes you see the good in me. You like this. You see that love that it's because of Him. Everything is like that's where I'm pointing back to. So that's my message to a person where it's like it'll start to work itself out. Like you'll see, you won't be put to the test when you're at your most vulnerable states, and you could pass them, and you'll because you're gonna know that nah, He got me. I ain't gotta sell myself short. He got me, and you'll see stuff start happening. So yeah, I definitely would say this in mine.
Big facts, man. Definitely appreciate that for sure. That was very deep. Ladies, man, I'm not gonna keep you any longer, man. Keep you in my prayers always, bro. And
Yeah, appreciate it.
we're gonna run this back, part two.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Other than that, man, have a great night, man, and please have you on my podcast.
All right, man. Appreciate you.
No problem, brother. Everybody else, man, y'all take care, man, and stay tuned for the next podcast, part two.
All right, peace.
Peace.